Tonight, a new Fox Halloween special, Night of the Headless Horseman, followed by an all-new action, part of a full hour starting now on Fox.
You don't mean, sir, that it happened here?
I tell you truly, young Mr. Irving, it was here, in this very valley, that it happened. Yes, and in Sleepy Hollow itself. But that should not surprise us, for a dreamy influence seems to hang over Sleepy Hollow. Some witching power holds a spell over the minds of the good people of this valley. Too often, strange sights are seen. Music and voices ring from the empty air. And yes, they glimpse apparitions. The commander-in-chief of all the spirits of this haunted region is the apparition of a figure on horseback, a dark rider without a head. He is said to be the ghost of a Hessian mercenary, a fierce man whose entire head was carried away by a cannon. But it was not the Headless Horseman who was riding on the day it began. The day that Sleepy Hollow's new schoolmaster, Ichabod Crane, met the beautiful Katrina Van Tassel. Poor enough to borrow from a church mouse and shaped more like a scarecrow than a man. Ichabod was not a heroic figure, but the schoolmaster possessed ambition and the imagination to match it.
Being the new schoolmaster, I reckon you figure Sleepy Hollow's tales of strange, ghostly doings to be foolishness. Not worth hearing.
Oh, on the contrary, dear fellow, I adore such tales. I know by heart Cotton Mather's account of witchcraft, and many a ghost have I myself seen on a lonely night, friend Van Ripper. Oh, yes, indeed.
Yeah. Then you won't be afeard to look there. There it was. They hung old Major Andre, who betrayed us for the Redcoats. Was mourned only by a certain farm girl. She died of a broken heart soon after. At least, I think it was that tree. And there, Sleepy Hollow Creek. You see that old cabin? That's where the witch held her. And she's long done away with. But the strange smell of her brew lingers. And we hear ghosts singing unholy songs to her familiars. But all of that, why, 'tis nothing to the master of the lost spirits. The Headless Horseman.
The Headless whom?
But his story I do not like to tell, not here. But it's this very road he favors come darkness. And it draws on towards sunset, even now.
Ichabod Crane, though resembling both the Scarecrow and his namesake, the Crane, overmuch, had a gift for charming the country damsels. And being heartily sick of both poverty and the target practice of schoolboys, the schoolmaster was always alert for a damsel who might provide the sweetness of wealth. Oh, yes, and love as well.
And over there, you see the richest farm in the valley. Old Van Tassel has wealth. And a beautiful unmarried daughter, too. Young Katrina. Heiress to the finest farm in the land. But such as you and I have no hope to ever woo Katrina Van Tassel. Ichabod! Ichabod!
It's a tough world. Now there's one exciting car, actually designed to take it. The Pontiac Grand Am. With its solid form design, it's the most solid Grand Am ever built. Grand Am, excitement well built by Pontiac.
Introducing the new Chicken Club from Burger King. Delicious all-white meat chicken topped with crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, and tangy tomato. Hey, this is one new club everybody's gonna want to join. Burger King. Have it your way.
Who can solve this? Mr. Montez.
Last Saturday in the Army Reserve, I linked up 40 tanks, 60 Humvees, and 7,000 troops. On Monday, class was no sweat.
Not bad, Mr. Montez.
As little as 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Army Reserve.
You ever shop at a buy in bulk store? Great concept, but come on, folks. Nobody needs 5 gallons of mayonnaise. Having this much mayo is more overkill than using a cruise missile to light a cigarette. You want to get a lot of something you can actually use for a low price? How's about a 20-minute call for less than $1?
That's right. Just dial 1010-220, and all calls up to 20 minutes are only 99 cents. And just 9 cents a minute after that. Low rates every day and no monthly fees. It's that simple. Dial 1010-220.
How long has this been up?
Yes, my day has finally come.
Guess again, Ultron.
Seems you Avengers lose, Falcon.
Just read part 2, Tinhead.
The Avengers premiere Saturday morning, 11:30 Eastern, 10:30 Central and Pacific on Fox Kids.
I hate happy endings.
The most heart-pounding Halloween special ever.
Pacemaker, stuck on Hummingbird.
An all-new Simpsons, part of a full hour, 8/7 Central, Fox Sunday.
There was one in line for Katrina's hand ahead of Ichabod. One Abraham Van Brunt, known as Brom Bones.
Red roses that don't blush so prettily as you, Katrina.
It's you who should blush, stealing my mother's roses. For shame, Brom Bones.
Ah, no, but are they not nearly our roses too, Katrina?
And what fantasy is that, Brom Bones?
And haven't I just spoken to your father about our plans? Haven't we nearly come to an understanding about our marriage?
Indeed. Do you mean the understanding you claim to have had with my father for 3 long years? And yet, wait, let me look the more closely at my hand. Yes, something is missing. What is it? Could it be a wedding ring? And one need scarcely mention a wedding go with it.
The wedding? Well, yes, to be sure, Cat. Why, it will be, why not in the spring, or to be well prepared, perhaps the coming summer, or the fall.
Oh, why not winter in the year 1840? 21 years from now.
This winter might be a fine time for a wedding. That is to say, if there were someone, two someones of like mind.
And who would you be, besides an intruder around here?
I, sir, am someone who perhaps figures importantly in this lady's future, and indeed, I am someone who appreciates beauty. Did I hear you say, charming lady, that your wedding has been often delayed? I, for one, don't understand. Why let anything stop true love? For as the poet sings, let not to the marriage of true minds admit impediments. Love is not love which alters when its alteration finds.
What a lovely sentiment.
Bosh! Some old sheep-herder's song.
Actually, it's Shakespeare. I do not believe sheep-herding was his profession, but you would know more of sheep-herding than I, dear fellow.
As a matter of fact, I'm a blacksmith.
Well, shouldn't you be somewhere shoeing a mule or scraping its droppings off your boots?
I don't think I like your tone, you bird-beaked son of a...
Which gentleman would you be? Let me guess. Perhaps the new schoolmaster, Mr. Ichabod Crane?
Ichabod Crane at your service, ma'am. I am also a music instructor. I have heard that a certain Katrina Van Tassel has a beautiful singing voice, a voice that might soar even more sweetly after singing lessons.
Oh, I'd love to take singing lessons. Could we begin now?
It is possible. But, of course, it is drawing near the dinner hour, and I'm far from my cottage.
Ha, cottage. A little room in the back of the school is what I hear. She has no time for singing lessons today, schoolmaster.
But of course I have time. And there will be no need for you to go home for dinner, Mr. Crane. We have more than abundance at our table.
You are so very kind, Miss Katrina. Now, we will commence with Amazing Grace. With feet as big as those, sir, you may need more room, perhaps an acre or two, and then we can all breathe more easily. Now, follow me, and we'll see what must be done. Amazing grace, how sweet the sound.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I?
Oh, not at all. And if I may chance a remark, how sweet the sound of your voice.
Oh, you are too kind, sir.
Look here, Katrina.
Brom Bones, are you still here? Please excuse us now. We're about to have a singing lesson.
I'll excuse nothing. But I'm off to have a drink where I cannot hear a frog croak or a schoolmaster sing. Yeah! Oh, yeah.
Now then, Amazing Grace. Is that delicious scent?
Well, I am wearing a perfume of daffodils.
Ham! It's ham! A baking ham I smell from the house. Is it not? What a glorious ham. And now, it was Miguel de Cervantes who said, dear lady, that the proof of the pudding is in the eating.
'Tain't puddin', 'tis ham before you.
Oh, Father, you have no sense of the learned meaning. He was quoting Don Quixote.
Fine, Donald, whoever you like. I have now a sense of the learned appetite, howsomever.
What a delightful larder you keep.
Oh, it's snug enough, I reckon.
Yes, I think I'm gonna like it here. I'll like it here in Sleepy Hollow.
The holler has its peculiarities, schoolmaster. And you might want to hurry home soon, for the wise man will not go out after dark hereabouts.
Oh, and why not, Squire Baltus?
Oh, The Headless Horseman is why not, sir. The season comes when he rides and seeks a head to replace his own.
Well, then, I'd best stay here, where it's safe. And where I might sample another of those charming apple pies. Don't trouble yourself to cut a piece. The whole pie will do.
Oh. And so Ichabod, without knowing it, took a dangerous turn in the twisty road of his life, while the night crept into Sleepy Hollow, and the dark spirits of Sleepy Hollow began to stir. The drowsy days grew shorter in Sleepy Hollow, as a bountiful harvest was completed and Halloween drew nearer. And as his students practiced their aim, Ichabod practiced his own technique on Katrina. Night after night, Brombones brooded over his ale, and over Ichabod Crane, in this very inn.
It ain't fitting nor right, I tell you.
You could tell yourself it's only music lessons he's giving her, Brom. Why be honest with yourself? Self-honesty only disturbs a man's sleep, my pappy says.
Sniffing around with that great bloodhound nose of his. If the schoolmaster continues, he will find that nose caught. And with the rest of him, crushed.
It was a windy night in Sleepy Hollow, when after a simple but filling supper at Van Ripper's farm, Ichabod Crane first heard the tale of the Headless Horseman.
'Twas the year 1777, when I was but a small boy. The War of Revolution against the British was a-raging still. Oh, it was a terrible battlefield. More than one murderous engagement had been fought here. The dead of this year's battle was a-mingling their blood with the bones of last year's, you see. A place to make a soldier's heart despair. The battle was a plain disaster for the Redcoats. And along with the coming storm comes the murder and fury of the Hessian trooper. The Hessian trooper was a German mercenary. He fought for the British only because they had more money to pay him. It didn't matter to him who he killed. A coarse and merciless man who plied his trade for the glitter of gold and the joy of killing. No! But any man has mercy in him somewhere, doesn't he? Oh, thank God. Please. I surrender, please. Help me.
Yeah, I help you. I help you meet the devil!
No, please! I surrender.
Danke, mein Freund. Yeah, you tell the devil, keep the fires hot for me.
Tell the devil yourself. Said that though he started the leap intact, he didn't finish it entire. The trooper's body was not claimed by the British, and he was buried in our churchyard. His papers, you see, were never found, and he had no head, no face to recognize. So it is on the marker, it says but this: better this marker bore a name, and not these lines instead. But you cannot give a name to a face when you haven't got even a head. And it's said he cannot bear to be laid to rest without a name on his marker, and without a head on his body. And so the Headless Horseman rides on nights like this one, seeking his head, his missing head, or if not his own, anybody's head will do. That is the tale of how the Headless Horseman began. We know only that his tale is not over.
Shame on you, husband, frightening the schoolmaster and the children with such a story.
Folks, why settle for some teeny-weeny chicken sandwich made by Burger Boys? Take a big old bite of your Colonel's new Triple Crunch. Not one, not two, but 3 crunchy white meat strips. Well, you almost need 3 hands to hold it. Try my new Triple Crunch sandwich. Right now, it's just $1.99. $1.99? I can do that. I'm the Colonel. My new Triple Crunch at KFC. It's just one of 5 new sandwiches.
Think Zig. With Katera's quick, responsive handling, it'll impress you left and right. Now think smart. Lease a new 99 Katera for about $360 a month. Call for complete details. And think about this. Through November 1st, you'll even get a 3-year SmartCare basic maintenance contract at no extra charge. So drive a new Katera today. Think Zig.
If I was a window washer, an architect, a security guard, or a farmer, instead of a famous basketball player, would you care what I drink? Would Sprite not taste the same? Would I be doing this commercial? What do you think?
That's her there. Mrs. Marshall?
Oh, I didn't see you come in. Are you a friend of Mike's? Make yourself at home.
What's this? Well, I got her a cell phone a few months ago. She's got family up north.
Want some coffee?
You got a good wife there, Mr. Marshall. She's just trying to save you some money. Here, it's Sprint PCS with the free and clear plan. Free long distance, so she can have a nice, clear, leisurely talk.
I'll take that, thank you.
She'll be okay, Mr. Marshall. Soon, we'll all be okay.
We nailed him. Oh, let's go.
Al? Happy holidays, fat boy.
Spyro's back. Mess with this dragon, and you'll get burned.
Ow! Ooh, ow. That's gotta hurt.
PlayStation.
This is power. Unstoppable power. The power in new Duracell Ultra. The most powerful alkaline battery in the world. The power for more pictures, faster flashes, more sound, and ultra performance in whatever it powers. New Duracell Ultra. More power, more life.
Halloween night, King of the Hill presents The Little Horrors of Shop.
Just remember to clamp your butt joint.
A new King of the Hill, 7:30, 6:30 Central, Fox Sunday.
Guess who 'tis?
Rum Bones! You and your games have broken my fine china.
Oh, and what of my heart, Katrina? Here, let me help you. Have you not broken my heart?
Your heart? You cannot break a thing of cold brass. That was your heart when the time for planning a wedding came.
Oh, but Katrina, see here now. You know my sun rises and my moon sets on you. Why?
I know you'd rather be gadding about the valley with that no-account Dolphus of yours, fishing and carousing and making eyes at the local girls.
Making eyes? Me?
Specifically making eyes at Loria Fornell.
Oh, but we only... I only... Oh, yeah. Sorry, my love.
Out, you big oaf, before you destroy my kitchen!
First, promise me you won't let that fop of a schoolmaster woo you anymore.
I promise nothing of the kind. He, at least, Ichabod Crane, does not shudder at the word wedding. Out!
We now have 13 states in the United States, and so it will remain.
Ain't we gonna have no more than that?
What's that? More? What would we do with more than 13 states? Perhaps that is enough for today, children. Whoa. Now, see here.
I am but inviting you to take part in some sports, schoolmaster. I thought we might go hunting. I'd like to shoot a bird or two. Maybe a crane. Observe.
Oh, I am not ignorant of your methods, sir. You're attempting to strike fear into me to drive me away from Katrina.
So you admit you're after my Katrina?
No, not at all, my dear fellow. Well, the lady will make her own wishes known.
You will stay away from her, or your ghost will join the others.
The others?
Yes, the ghosts of all those who die in an act of treachery. Such lost spirits are doomed to follow the Headless Horseman in his midnight rides through the valley, schoolmaster. And I've almost a mind to...
A mind to do what, Brom Bones? I was on my way home when I heard a shot too close to the schoolhouse. What's afoot, Brom? What are you up to?
This gentleman informs me I am not to visit your farm again, sir.
Well,
Does he now? Ichabod Crane never visit my farm again, you say? Oh, that'd be Abraham Van Brunt. Only I may turn a man away from my hospitality. And it is for my daughter to decide who will woo her, sir. Now, Schoolmaster Crane, I hereby invite you, sir, to my farm for dinner tonight. Served, of course, by my daughter, Katrina, my unmarried daughter, Katrina. Come along now, if you would accept.
With all my heart, Squire Van Tassel. With all my heart and soul.
Hey-ho for a drink, Brom. What do you say?
Schoolmaster.
Saying grace, how sweet the sound.
Oh.
I hope Mr. Crane likes boiled corn with his chicken.
It's food, isn't it? He'll like it. Katrina?
Yes, my dear daddy.
Daughter, this is a dangerous game you're playing with Brom and the schoolmaster.
Don't worry, Father. I cannot juggle 3 rolling pins, but 2 I can juggle. Mwah!
Oh, I hope it doesn't all come crashing down.
Let us begin again, although I must say that Katrina is quite, euphonious.
Call her euphonious, will he? Ooh, I'll put the fear in him.
Get out! Open the door! Help us! Hurry!
Fire? Where? I only see smoke. Wait, smoke means fire. Everyone out! Katrina! I've lost the door! Katrina, where? It's him! No, don't bury me! I'm not dead! I'm not...
It's all right. I've pulled you out of the church. You're safe.
I pulled you out of the church. I saved you.
No, well, yes. That's what I meant. You saved me, gallant schoolmaster.
If I'm the sort of man who could be counted on in an emergency, perhaps I'm the sort of man you'd marry.
Ah, now. Are you the sort of man I'd marry? That is indeed the question. Rest now, Ichabod. I must see after the ladies.
Oh, but I saw something in there. Or did I? Perhaps not. I don't know.
She kissed him. Did you see that? Dolphus, I must go farther, and farther yet. It is here that he is said to begin and end his ride, for he is buried in yon cemetery.
The horseman, in search of his lost head. I don't like lingering here, Brom. Let us be away.
I do love her, Dolphus. I swear before all the ghosts of Sleepy Hollow, I love her. I reckon I'm an oaf, as she called me, and have made her wait for me too long. Yes, an oaf. It's all I am.
I'd agree with you if I dared.
But if I must lose her, I cannot bear to lose her to that breeding schoolmaster. And Ichabod Crane has come to Sleepy Hollow. He's come to a place of restless spirits, Dolphus, and sometimes those spirits may do a man a favor.
Brom, they don't do favors. Make a deal with the dark spirits and they'll ask too high a price.
Anything to be rid of Ichabod Crane.
I seem to have lost my way.
How sad when a man loses his way in life. For when a man loses his way in life, what he has found instead is a shortcut to the grave. Oh, how well I know.
You, sir, seem to have lost more than your way.
I have lost my body, or my body has lost me. If you will but take me with you, you may exchange a head to keep your own.
No, I could not.
Please, take me with you.
I cannot.
Wait, my body needs a head. Give us yours!
Ichabod Crane. The worms have left me but one arm. I need one more. You have two.
Ichabod, I need one of your legs. Give me your leg. This leg. Give it to me!
Have I smelled it rightly, schoolmaster?
Ichabod Crane! I said Ichabod Crane. Is that you?
See here, what do you mean by prying at my window in that fashion?
Front door was locked and no one answered the knock. But if I've offended you, I will go away. I do not think you want the invitation from Katrina Van Tassel anyway.
Wait! What's that you say, Katrina?
It appears old Baltus's daughter persuaded him to invite you at the last moment. I can't see why myself,
What?
but...
You can't see why? Wait, invite me to what?
Why, to the All Hallows Eve quilting frolic, of course. It's a Sleepy Hollow tradition, as all the world but you knows. The ladies quilt, and the men tell each other stories. And fine food and drink and dance are had by all. Nothing of interest to a busy scholar such as yourself.
Ladies? And food? I'll most certainly attend. Most certainly indeed. You may tell them, to be precise, that I will arrive at...
Don't you know, baby, I get used to this. I can get used to this.
New full Polaroid.
Get ready for adventure. As a daring puppet,
It's me!
and his trusty cricket,
Jiminy Cricket.
set out for excitement and fun. Disney's Pinocchio, rated G. Now available on video and Disney DVD.
You know what I love about being on TV? All you people watching out there can't eat us, so tough noogies.
Excuse me, I like to eat alone.
Save us!
Can't do it in life? Do it on the web with the power of the Pentium 3 processor. Don't just get onto the internet, get into it at Intel.com.
What could ruin a romantic road trip for two?
Surprise!
Your girlfriend. An all-new That 70s Show, 8:30, 7:30 Central, Fox Tuesday.
No limits, no boundaries. That's a way of life in New England, and Ford SUVs are there every step of the way.
This thing just powers through the mud and the muck.
Ford Expedition.
My Explorer helps me keep it all together.
Ford Explorer, the #1 selling SUV in America. Now with low 3.9 financing. Equipped with control track 4-wheel drive, a powerful V8, and low 3.9 financing for 36 months. Check out the full line of SUVs at your New England Ford dealer. Your Ford outfitter.
Go ahead. Fill him up until he bursts. What about me, your jet dry dispenser? If you're just using detergent, you're only doing half the job, because detergent alone can't prevent spots and film. That's why I'm here. Give me 1 bottle of jet dry, and I'll work for 30 wash loads. Unlike the one-load wonder over there. Jet dry! Hey, look at that, huh? No spots, no film. Stick with me, kid. I'll make you shine.
Jet Dry, your dishwasher was designed for it.
Do you believe?
I didn't believe. Do you believe?
Made a believer out of me.
Miracles do happen. You'll see. I believe in miracles. I believe.
I believe.
Get a miracle bra.
You'll see.
Victoria's Secret now has the Miracle Bra in more styles and colors than ever.
Never has so little
Done so much
for so many.
miraculous. The Miracle Bra, only at Victoria's Secret. Do you believe in miracles?
Every night at 10, your news is on Fox 25.
The most heart-pounding Halloween special ever.
Pacemaker, stuck on Hummingbird.
And all new Simpsons, part of a full hour, 8/7 Central, Fox Sunday.
You ladies look, fine. Just, fine.
He's an awfully sweet talker, isn't he, Louise?
It's true I'm no poet, but I'm a dancer. If you'll risk those pretty little toes with me, Katrina.
Perhaps. But first, Louise was just saying she wished someone would ask her to dance. Schoolmaster Crane, were you well fed?
I was indeed delightfully, and in your company, I now feel complete. I wonder, Miss Van Tassel, I note that a few of the people are dancing. Would it be too forward of me to ask you if you would like to...
hello, schoolmaster.
Sir, good evening. Now, if you will pardon us,
What, and trot on tradition? Not a chance. For it is now that the ladies do their quilting and the men gather by the fire for their ale. But most of all, to tell stories. Come, surely a learned man such as yourself has a fine story.
And so it was that the condemned witch cried, I am guilty of nothing but love, of loving the devil himself. And then the gallows opened beneath her. Swoosh! Her lover received her into the netherworld. Yes. And now, gentlemen, if you will excuse me, I wish to ask a genteel question of a lady.
But you've got to hear Brahms' own tale, which he tells only once a year on Halloween.
Very exciting, yes.
It was a night much like this, for it is on nights like this that he rides. I'd had me a bit of refreshment at the inn and was on my way home. How the ladies love me all the day, so who am I to say, ha, that they must go away?
It is you who must go away.
What's that? Who spoke?
It was I.
His voice came not from his lips, for he had none, and no head at all. His voice whispered from the rustling leaves. It echoed from the hollows of dead trees, from the very air all around me. So it was you. But who are you to deny the road to Brom Bones? I challenge you, sir. Let us race to the old bridge. For the bridge you may not pass if the legend is true. If you win the race, then you are free to take my head from me.
So be it.
Come on, Daredevil. It's the race of your life and a race for mine. So hot on our heels he was, I could feel the fiery breath of his steed burning my coattails. But up ahead, we saw the bridge, which the horseman's curse declares he may not cross. But the horseman saw it too, and he called all his nightmare minions to stop me from reaching it. I made that bridge by less than the skin of my teeth. And at the entrance to the bridge, cursing me, the horseman pulled up short and vanished. But he rides again tonight. And if your horse be not fast enough, well, any head will do.
Thank you for coming, my dear Crane, but all good things must come to an end, and everyone else has gone home.
To be sure, but the, storm, perhaps I might wait until it,
The storm? Nonsense! That storm is miles away. Why, it won't be here for, for some time.
But he said it was on nights like this that
Nights like this? That what?
Oh, nothing. Superstition merely. Just... But then again, if I could just...
Good night, Ichabod Crane.
I could just... wait till morning.
This Halloween, 6 strangers have been invited to a party. If they can stay up till dawn, they'll win $1 million each. The only catch is that they'll have to live through the night.
Let the games begin.
House on Haunted Hill. Rated R. Starts Friday, October 29th at a theater near you.
Scientists announced today the discovery of a new element. They're calling it turbonium. El turbonio es único. The addition of turbonium to the periodic table of elements was elements. Its electrons traveling at a rate of speed.
En la física cuántica.
But practical applications are still. Turbonium.
Turbonium.
Back to you, John.
You with the long face. Have a seat. Come in. I'm the 1-800-COLLECT advice guy. And you look like you could use some.
Yeah, I borrowed my dad's car. Me and my buddies drove up here for a little fun.
Go on.
Yeah, well, I didn't exactly ask if I could borrow it.
Give them a call. Use 1-800-COLLECT and save them a buck or two. That way they'll forget about all the dumb stuff you've done.
Hey, should I tell them about the tattoo?
Depends where it is. Use 1-800-COLLECT. Save a buck or two.
Evan and the Cowboys clash with Peyton Manning and the explosive Colts. It's a Fox NFL Sunday doubleheader this week at noon Eastern, 9 Pacific.
First at 10, look at this. Part of a local bridge collapses, leaving a gaping hole. Tonight, the best routes to steer clear of this headache.
An ad in a local magazine has animal lovers howling. The ad promising puppies that are meaty enough to eat. First at 10.
It's here, the dawn of a new era, a new millennium. It's Toyota 2000, and the new Toyotas are here. See the new Camry with more standard equipment and a new package of options that could save you over $600. See the most spacious, luxurious, best-equipped Avalon ever, now with the performance of a new 210 horsepower engine. Experience Toyota 2000 at your New England Toyota dealer today.
I used to get headaches. Pounding, jackhammer headaches. But not anymore. What's my secret? Boston Market.
Don't get a headache over dinner. It's done. Come into Boston Market now and get a quarter dark rotisserie chicken, 2 sides, cornbread, and a Coke for just $4.99. And get a scrumptious slice of apple pie for just 99 cents more.
It's just what the doctor ordered.
Boston Market. Dinner, it's done.
Cold outside, nearly freezing. Do we need a better reason? Warm as a kiss, Swiss Miss.
Finding stories no one else does.
Parents here are very upset.
Pushing harder to uncover the truth.
Are you guys just thieves?
Getting results that make a difference.
It only came to the registry's attention because of our story.
Every night at 10, your news is on Fox 25.
8 questions, 1 night, over $2 million. The biggest game show in television history. Greed series premiere next Thursday at 9 on Fox.
And so, Ichabod Crane, with Brombone's tale of the Headless Horseman fresh in mind, rides into the arms of a dark night and a threatening storm. And perhaps into his doom.
Hi.
What? Cannon fire. It's... No, it's really thunder. Gunpowder, dear fellow, don't be afraid. The suggestion of a tale, a man's fancy, the darkness, a storm, how they can play upon the mind. Make a fellow afraid, Gunpowder. But not us. No. Truly, Gunpowder, this is a place of dire enchantment. Away, Gunpowder! They're gone! We've lost them! Uh-oh. Whoa, Gunpowder! Oh, We seem to have gone off the road. Get off, you leathery mouse! I do hope this is the way we came. What? Did you hear that? Oh, gunpowder. It was the echo of your own hooves. You foolish horse. It's a cat. It's only a cat. What? Oh, what's the matter with you? Go on, back to the road. It's just the cat in the stump again, you fool. There, you see? That's... Look, gunpowder! Safety, perhaps, if the legend is true. Hurry! The bridge! To the old bridge. He may not cross it.
In feature films, the production assistant gets stuff where it needs to be.
A dozen glaze, a dozen chocolate.
So my car is pretty much my office. In 8 days, I drove about 1,000 miles. Some people may have a window office or a corner office. Me, I've got a window office that corners.
Lease a Saturn SL for $159 a month for 39 months. $14.95 due at lease signing.
Julie, what's your 20?
I'm in the car.
Introducing the new Chicken Club from Burger King. Delicious all-white meat chicken topped with crispy bacon, fresh lettuce, and tangy tomato. Hey, this is one new club everybody's going to want to join. Burger King. Have it your way.
Hey, Jen, we're counting on you.
Last weekend in the Army Reserve, I had to refuel 6 Apache helicopters in 30 minutes. That got me ready to do battle on Monday.
Hey, not too shabby.
As little as 1 weekend a month, 2 weeks a year. Army Reserve.
People, you can come out now. Look, I've got the wireless internet right here in my hand. No wires, no tricks. There's news, sports, even Yahoo. And crystal clear calls, all right here. On Sprint PCS. That's right. Come on out. Welcome back to the world.
Introducing the Sprint PCS wireless web.
The next morning, old Gunpowder was found without his rider, nor was his body ever found. And it was not long after that Brom Bones married Katrina. And some say that whenever asked about the fate of Ichabod Crane, Brom Bones laughed sadly. Still, he had 30 good years with Katrina. Till 2 years after Katrina's death, the deal he made with the Headless Horseman came full circle, and payment had to be made. And as for Ichabod Crane, he was seen in Sleepy Hollow never again.
A wonderful tale. I only wish there was some truth to it. But of course, in the reassuring ordinariness of the real world, why, there is no Headless Horseman after all.
Did I say that? Didn't I say Brom had to pay a price? To take the horseman's place? Now I wonder if you could do me a favor. They won't let me keep this head. Hold on to it for me while I go in search of another one, won't you?
The wait is almost over. The X-Files season premiere Sunday, November 7th on Fox. Halloween night, King of the Hill presents The Little Horrors of Shop.
Just remember to clamp your butt joint.
A new King of the Hill, 7:30, 6:30 Central, Fox Sunday. Halloween night. Someone knows their secret.
He's definitely dead.
Someone knows what they did.
Homer, stop that.
It's the biggest Simpsons Halloween special ever.
Uh-oh, I think I'm having a heart attack.
An all-new Simpsons, part of a full hour, 8/7 Central, Fox Sunday.